What's going on, hustlers? Another day, another dollar. Week 2 of Q4 is in the books. And as you know, if you're following this series, we're tracking some goals for growth. Let's talk about those goals. So if you missed the first last week's video or the first video kind of introducing the goals and this whole process, I'm going to recap them right now for you. Our Q4 goals we broke them down into 4 categories: eBay, Amazon, business, and personal growth. So for eBay, we said we were going to do 10 listings a day, 5 days a week. That means 50 listings in the week have to be up. That's new listings. That's not the ones that, good till cancel and they auto renew. That's 50 brand new listings. I wanted to hit 5 sales every day for 7 days a week on average. So that's 35 sales a week. 10 hours a week or more of listing. If you're doing 10 hours or more, you're clearly going to hit that listing goal. And I wanted to increase our average selling price to greater than $30. In order to do that one, though, I got to source higher dollar items. I can't take some of the stuff that we've been sourcing and just magically make it be more than $30. For our Amazon goals, I wanted to find 3 replenishables. And I didn't mark that as per week or in general, but I think I said it was per week. 5 items per week that we go at least 10 deep and have greater than $5 profit per item. Now there's some items we send in there less than $5 profit, but that's because we're buying them at less than $1. So if we can buy something for 25 cents and make $2.50 profit, that's great, but I need to scale that. I need to take that multiplication on that increase and move it up. If we're making more than $50 profit per item, or if we're buying something for $5, I'd love to have the profit be $50. But that takes over time. That takes sourcing the right products. Our business goals. We needed to track our daily activities. This keeps us accountable for hitting these goals, making sure we're hitting these numbers. Organize our operation. Document our workflow. Without organization, it's pointless to try and do some of the other things because we'll be tripping over ourselves. We won't be running as smooth and as efficient as possible. Documenting our workflow, that allows for others who currently work with us, or work with me, Kathy, Paige, Caden, and if we choose to bring in anybody else to help us, we have a documented process how we do things. What are the steps we take in order to list a product? What are the steps we do when something sells? What are the steps we do to send something to Amazon? Make it so that I can bring somebody else in and say, boom, here's the process. This is what you got to do. This is how the workflow happens. For our personal goals, we want to pay off 3 credit cards. And we want to develop a plan for going full time. That's right, going full time. This isn't something we're just going to jump into overnight. Here shortly, in a couple of weeks, we will be hitting 1 year since we decided that we would take this journey. And what a journey that year has been. But stay tuned in a few weeks for that updated video. More importantly, let's get into this week's numbers. All right, so I'm going to start right off with the summary. So if you remember back, we needed 50 new listings. We didn't hit it. We hit 43. Ooh, so close. My plan was to overshoot 50. I had planned Saturday and Sunday that we were going to sit down and get all of these Halloween costumes photographed and up and listed. That didn't happen. The other thing that didn't happen, that shows eBay numbers. Middle of the week, we kind of backed off eBay a little bit, started listing a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Well, not a lot of stuff. We started pulling a lot of stuff aside to list on Facebook Marketplace. I did spend a few hours on Saturday up at the storage unit photographing stuff for eBay that I was supposed to come back and list, and I didn't list it. And I don't have those hours documented in there for hours listing. I probably should, since, we pulled the item, we photographed it, and then we put it into an inventory space. So maybe I should increase those hours listing. Although I wasn't listing, I was prepping for the listing. I don't know. That's kind of a gray area. You guys tell me. Put it in the comments below. You think I should count those hours when we're prepping stuff, photographing it, and putting it in an inventory location as hours listing? At that point, everything's done except for creating the listing. I don't know. Yeah. Sales. I needed 35 sales. We only got 9. Now, that's a factor I really can't control. I can't force people to buy stuff. But you can control it by ensuring that you have the right price, the right description, the right keywords, the right photographs. So we're seeing sales somewhat increase from our level of activity from where they were at a few weeks ago. Hours listing, I needed 10 or more. Clearly, I didn't hit it if we do just hours spent sitting at the computer listing items, because I only have 6. If we include the time of photographing, prepping, and putting into an inventory location, I clearly went over 10 hours. I probably have more than 10 hours this weekend of doing that stuff. Because in addition, we pulled out all the Halloween costumes and sorted those and all kinds of things. Now, our other goal was to increase our average selling price above $30. Until we source better items, that's just not going to happen. Right now we're trying to move through and push through the inventory we have. So the average selling price is going to be what it is. Now, we have been trying to pull out some more of the premium items and put them in there so this increases, but over time that will get better. When we looked at this back in the March time frame, I think we were at $11. At one point, we were up in the 20s, but then we took some time off, and we're not putting the same type items up that we were. I need to pull out some of the more expensive clothing pieces that we have and get those listed, because I think that'll help round that number out. If I sell a bunch of $45 items, that'll average out a little bit better. But so we fell a little short, but I'm still very happy where we're at the end of the week. I would have liked to spend a little more time this weekend doing some stuff, but you know what? Paige was in town. It was Kathy's birthday on Monday, so we had a birthday party for her on Sunday. We had her mom over. I cooked a nice ham dinner for her. We just enjoyed some family time. We started setting up some things in the yard for Halloween. It was just laid back, low key. Sunday morning I got up early and had to go meet a gentleman for some items I sold on Facebook Marketplace, and decided, since everybody else was sleeping in the house, I went down to the flea market and scoped it out. And I did record a video there. I was hoping to put it up Sunday. But as you can see, if you're watching this, it isn't there. It'll be out next Sunday. When I got home, I realized that the audio didn't record, so now I got to do a voiceover on it and then get it up. So I'll have to piece those together, edit the video, get you some voice, and post it. So watch for that video next Sunday. How did we do on Amazon? Well, we didn't do that well because I didn't source a single thing for Amazon this week. I mean, I did sort of, because I pulled a couple things out of our existing inventory that will be going to Amazon. And you know what? I did list a couple items merchant fulfilled that I didn't record in there. Huh. Forgot about those. But anyways, we sold 27 items. That's a crappy week for us. Crappy. 27 items. Last week, the week previous was like 20. So we're moving up. But like I said, we from August we didn't do anything. Most of September we didn't do anything, so this is just starting to get back in. Some of the inventory we sent in 2 and 3 weeks ago just got checked in over the weekend. So it is Q4. Amazon's delayed a little bit in checking their stuff in, and some of the stuff has been sitting in the warehouse, like goes to a warehouse where it delivers next day for me when I send it out, and it was sitting there for almost a week before they even checked it in, which is just crazy. But it's that time of year, the delays are starting, and they're only going to get worse. So value of those items sold, $280.41. Our profit on that is $138.14. That's after we got our money back. That's after we pay Amazon their fees and after we paid to ship it to Amazon. Really didn't spend any hours sourcing. Didn't find any new replenishables, because if I didn't source, I'm not going to find any new replenishables. So let's actually dive into week 2's details. How did we do per day? And if you notice, there's a new section on this sheet tracking some of that Facebook Marketplace. We had 14 items that we put up this week on Facebook Marketplace, or in week 2. We sold 3. So, our average listing price was $18.07. Our average selling price was $20. I like that. We rounded out better sold than we did listing. We put up $253 worth of stuff and sold 60 of it. So the items that sold, yeah, I'll take that. The funny thing is about these items that sold on Sunday, they actually sold Saturday night. The guy committed to it, but I didn't record it till I got the cash in the hand, because I get a lot of people that commit to stuff but don't follow through with the purchase. But it was a dual monitor stand. There was 2 of them that I sold for $25 a piece. And I literally Saturday over the storage unit, I got sick and tired of tripping over these ones. Now I've had these items laying around from probably 10 years ago, and I had one in my garage. Actually, I think I got a third one in the garage too, but one up in the storage unit. I've touched them and moved them around like 100 times. They're big, heavy-duty metal ones, and I don't use them anymore because my monitors are mounted right on the wall on some arms that swing out. And I used them at one point in one of the computer repair shops I had. So they're bought, paid for years ago. I got my usage out of them. So I took a picture of it, posted it for $25 on Facebook Marketplace, set my phone down, went to go walk away, and it started dinging with frickin' messages of people who were interested. This guy contacted me Saturday evening, probably an hour or two after I posted it, wanting to know if I would take $20 for it. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't. You're one of 7 right now interested, and I only have 2. He responded right back, so 25 it is. I'll take both of them. Can you meet me at 8 o'clock in the morning? I went, absolutely. I got up in the morning, and I had like several more offers on there from people who were asking, is it available? Will you take $15? And I'm just like, nope, can't do it. Got way too many people interested in this thing. So in less than 12 hours, I had like 17 offers on the monitor, dual monitor mounts for a computer, the stand, and it just amazed me. I'm like, did I price it too low at 25? I'm happy to get them gone, and it's $50 back into my pocket. So, but and then I got up, I grabbed the one out of my garage, went up to the storage unit, grabbed that one, and I'm like, man, I hope this guy shows, since it's going to be early in the morning. While I'm at the storage unit, I get popped with a message, and he says, hey, are we still on for today? And I'm like, absolutely. I'm, at my storage unit picking up the one right now. He's like, all right, good. He goes, I'm just getting ready to leave work. So he works the night shift. He's like, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. I'm like, perfect. So will I. So went over, met him, cash in hand. He was happy. He said he only needed one, but it's not often you see them come up, so he was buying the second one at the same time. So to me, that was a great day, and that's what when I came back from that, I realized that we needed to track our activities on Facebook Marketplace too, because we didn't count for that in the goals, and that's where we're going to put a lot of these Halloween costumes to sell to the local market. Now we're hitting the prime window, the 2 weeks before Halloween, that we need to get all these Halloween costumes up and listed. And we spent some time, Paige spent some time this weekend trying to take some photographs of these Halloween costumes and get them sorted so that, we have all the children's sizes, all the adults, male, female, sorted out, so we can easily locate them when they sell. Because I'm sitting on, I don't know, probably 50 to 100 costumes. I'd have to go out there and count how many we have. So... But, Amazon basically was zeros for sourcing because I just didn't have the time this week. The sales trickled in each day, with Thursday being 11 items sold. Now, here's the funny thing. The reason you see 11 items sold on Thursday is that was one of the days Amazon checked in a box. All 11 of those items came out of that box. They literally hit inventory and sold. So I'm happy with that. 6 of that 11 was one of those light bulbs I told you we were buying at a dollar store. And they sold and made me some money back, But so overall, we made a few credit card payments this week. Pay down on 3 credit cards, so nowhere near getting them paid off, but a little bit here, a little bit there helps. By the end of fourth quarter, I'm hoping to see 3 of them paid off, and they'll probably be the 3 with the smallest balances. But hey, that's 3 out that we can now take those payments and roll them towards other cards. Probably the first few weeks. Any of the profit we've got coming in, we're rolling back into the business to just buy some more inventory to put on Amazon. eBay inventory, I got plenty of. If you've seen the video from our storage units, you know that I got plenty of inventory. Probably some stuff in there too that I could send to Amazon. I know we found a few items, but after that, we'll start taking some of the profits coming in and rolling them towards that credit card debt. Where are we on the other goals? What did we set? Track our daily activities. We're doing it with that spreadsheet. Organize our operations. If you watch the video, I'll put a link to it up above, where we just went through and reorganized the storage unit with some shelving. And then I ran out of time that night to be able to sort out the other one. I kind of got to get that stuff listed. We have so much stuff. I've got a 10 by 15 storage unit full of merchandise that we have not listed yet. They're in plastic totes, they're in boxes, they're sitting on shelves, and they're into bulk pallets that we bought. So, I just got to get the time to get up there and go do it. So, document our workflow. Yep, haven't done that yet. Just haven't had time, been busy. That's something I need to start sitting down and doing, because the week after this, next week, I am out of town for a couple of days. I'm going to a SEO conference in New York City, and I'm going to have to adjust the shipping time or the handling time on all of our eBay listings, because Kathy doesn't know how to ship. And it's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, grab an item, throw it in a box, and ship it. You got to make sure you pick the right shipping method for, to ensure we get the most profit. Last thing I want to do is send out an item that's heavy and send it out in a box to find out I could have fit it in a flat rate padded envelope and gotten it out the door for $6 instead of $26. So, really need to document the workflow. Was hoping to have at least the shipping part of it down, so that if she had to ship something, she could. So that I got to get. We talked about where we were at with the credit cards. As far as Excuse me. It's early in the morning. Well, not so much early in the morning. Well, didn't realize I was covering up the camera, trying to get to the clock on the computer. I guess it's 7 o'clock now, so it's not so early in the morning. I've been up since probably about 5:30 today. Was doing a few things, but I had a couple items I had to ship out for eBay, and just trying to sort through some of them Halloween costumes. Lots of fun, and development plan for going full time. I think we're kind of like already there. I need to start tracking the number of hours I'm working each week on our journey, because I think I'm already putting in full time hours. We're just not seeing the income. I have to double check and see what kind of hours and efforts I'm putting into this business. But anyways, our plan is to get to where our income replaces our full-time employment income, so that we don't have to go and work for somebody else. So I got to develop a plan for that to take place, and it's not just myself; it's also Kathy. So which both of us aren't going to come out of employment at the same time, but we've got to develop what is our long-term strategy for achieving both of us to be able to choose when we want to work, where we want to work, and how we work. So, she really enjoys what she does. When she's able to, go out and do the field side of her work. She doesn't like the office type work so much. And if she could go to, part-time or on a per diem basis and do that type of work, she would still do it, because it's her passion. It's what she loves. Me, if I had to bring on a couple of clients to do SEO work or some digital marketing work here and there, I wouldn't mind it. I enjoy that work. I'm passionate about it. But my end game is to ensure there's enough income to cover our expenses and to allow us to live the lifestyle we want to live. So, that's our journey to freedom. Our freedom is being able to live that lifestyle we want to live. Be able to do what we want, when we want, from where we want. Being able to choose how we work, where we work, when we work. That's our plan for that. And the only way we're going to get there is by setting these goals and achieving them. And in order to achieve them, you got to be able to get out there and do. That's right, you heard it. Get out there and go do.